During public comment over an item on the Coos County Commission October 4 board meeting about the budget, Randy Sanne tried, despite rude interruptions from Commissioners Bob Maid and Cam Parry, to advise the public about the county investment funds. Sanne was attempting to reassure the public that based on a 12-year history, the average annual sum of the county's savings and investment accounts hasn't fallen below $37 million, and therefore there is a buffer to allow for reasoned and thoughtful consideration of ways to increase revenue without cutting services the taxpayer has already paid for. Maine has previously argued against investing the funds, preferring instead to hoard them where they earn next to nothing, and warning that using this money will turn prisoners loose from the jail and force the layoff of half our deputies. As usual, Messerly is mostly silent, but neither Maine nor Parry were interested in what Sanne, a candidate for commissioner, had to say, interrupted frequently, and each accused him of campaigning.
No, somebody run the tape back. I said, if you spoke to her, then you probably should know.
Interesting way of putting it.
You probably should know. I think it's in your job description. That if you...
And everybody should know he's running for commissioner, so...
I'm not politicking here.
Yeah, right. Okay, go on, please.
If you should know that those funds can be loaned with from any of those assets that sit in balance, so long as there is a plan in place to repay it.
And how do you repay that?
You would have, if
the money's not coming in anymore, how do you replenish that?
The first thing you have is the balance.
Confused.
Balance
Social
available.
Security would be an excellent example
All
of what
right.
the federal government does.
If you have the balance available in the general fund, that's what you'd start out with, and at the same time you try to you look forward to develop plans.
Finally, even though the topic was about budgets, not the Coos Bay Wagon Road, Parry attacked Sanne angrily, asking why he can't just make a leap of faith and effectively assimilate into the board collective and blindly support the Coquille tribe. Sanne was rightly stunned because his entire comment was focused upon the positive conditions the county is operating under, and therefore the many opportunities available. The video will speak for itself. Parry's behavior is, in a word, disgusting, not to mention over the top and wholly inappropriate.
For additional revenue, and if it happens that you come up with something that is of value, you can use those funds to support those plans.
But if you use all the water out of your water bill and it doesn't rain again, you don't have any more water.
I could say we could have fun with this.
I know.
Because you can,
And we're getting nowhere.
The unfortunate thing is the federal government constantly has fun with this, and that's why we're in the position we're in right now.
Yeah, because they can print money and we
can't
can't.
keep loaning yourself money.
You want to discredit all of that. Those funds are there. You want to make people believe that those aren't actually there, that they're not available for whatever reason. The fact is they are there. That I think if you look back on a 12-year history, you'll see that about the lowest that any of those savings and investment accounts get is about $39 million.
So if we get a loan of $10 million from the mental health fund, which is state and federal funds, how are we supposed to pay that back?
You would have to have a plan in place to use that. I didn't say that would be the first place that you would go.
Oh.
But we do have, as I've just identified, we do have general funds that are available, including forest funds, that can be used to bridge these gaps while we try to work this stuff out. So I go back then to my original statement that these rushes to pull deals
Do you
in,
consider 5 years of planning and working a rush?
I consider what's
I
going on.
consider that slower than
I
death.
consider what's going on right now.
I mean, I'm sorry.
I consider what's going on right now with the trips to Washington and your own statements that say, if I can get something in, I'm signing it. I'm not taking it to the people.
You left a good chunk out of that, Randy.
I'm
I
not
said if
taking
it benefits the people of Coos County and it's the right thing to do, I will sign it. Absolutely.
Based on your interpretation, not based on...
Randy, you're a good guy. you don't need to run for office like this. You need to bring positive ideas forward to the county. That's what people want. I respect you. I like you. We've had lunch together. We've had breakfast together. There's no reason that we should be hammering each other. There's no reason people in this community should be hammering each other. There's a way we can all work together positively to save this county. I wish to God, I pray that you roll up your sleeves and help us do this, because that's where it is. That's what the people want. If you're fortunate enough to sit in this seat or my seat or Fred's seat, you're going to find that out. The people of this county want us to work together to save this county. And by God, our doors are open, every single one of us. I've never turned you away. Fred's never turned anybody away. Bob's never turned anyone away. We are trying to work to save the county. I want you there. You're a positive guy. You can work that way, and that's the way you're going to get elected.
I want to put a positive spin on all the negative spins that have been put out here. We're broke. We're in trouble. We're gonna end up like Curry County.
You don't want us telling the truth?
We're gonna end up like Curry County.
You don't want us telling people the truth. We have never threatened the people of this county with anything. We have never threatened a loss of sheriff, a loss of DA. We've done everything we can to protect the things that are most important to the people of this county. That's wrong, Randy. We have never threatened the people of this county. We've done all we can to preserve what's important to this county, and that's as positive as it gets, and we're doing our best to be positive and move forward. I want you here. I want you being positive with us. I don't want you hurling accusations at us. I don't want you filing charges against us every time we turn around. All that does is try and stop what we're trying to do to move forward. Join us, Randy. That's what the people of Coos County want. It's not that big a leap of faith.
I haven't sat here and hurled an accusation at you with regard to this budget. I am saying there's money out there. We can be constructive and we can use it positively.
There you go.
That's everything I just said.
And that's what I want to hear.
That's everything I just said here.
That's
that money
wonderful.
is available, and that money is available to be used positively. And there is enough available money in the general.
Randy, as I'm sitting here, I'm telling you, I'm not going to write the people of this county in a hole deeper than we're already in. We're going to find a way out of it, and the way we find a way out of it is not by loaning ourselves tens of millions of dollars to keep going. We get a permanent, sustainable solution, and that is what we're working on.
And I don't believe that even though plans like this have been in the works for 5 years, what is being proposed now is a new plan, and that does not.
It's a 5-year-old plan.
This particular plan is
Mr.
exactly
Commissioner,
the
I think we need to move on to the rest of our... We have gone a long way today to listen to everybody.
Gino Landrum, where is he?